Hello and welcome to the VR Master League. Today bringing you SMC Tactical vs Blaze. I, Buxton, here today with Sleepy. Say hello, my friend.
Hi.
A very jovial introduction there. But today we're going to be bringing these teams. What are you thinking of this matchup? I think it will be a pretty good one. Blaze is improving rather quickly.
Oh yeah, I agree. Blaze, they are setting the league on fire, if you will. A heck of a climbing story for them. The last season, they played very well overall in their season, and they climbed up pretty high on the leaderboard, coming from the bottom. And yeah, showing very strong for a new team.
Yeah, absolutely. But now we're just waiting on the team to give us the information for the lobby and also bans. But once we have that, we will be hopping into the game. So until then, we'll just leave you to the time for a minute. Alright, welcome back. We now have the information and we are in the lobby, hopefully hopping in very shortly, but before that let's bring up the picks and bans. So going over to the war room, let's see what the first ban is, and it is going to be Downfall. That is from Blaze. Then from SMC Tactical we have Tanker, which is rather unsurprising as Blaze are quite a menace on Tanker. What do you think about the initial map choice of Suburbia? It's rather standard, but it rather favours SMC Tactical, considering it's quite famous for them being very good on Suburbia.
Yeah, I think this is fine for them. They're going to start on offense. Okay, big deal. It's SMC Tactical playing on Suburbia. I think they're one of the strongest teams on this map. But, you know, I don't think Blaze is going to go down without a fight, and I don't think it's a bad thing. But yeah, I think SMC is going to be just fine here as far as this map coming out first and being on attacking.
Yeah, for sure, but hopefully hopping in now. It looks like both teams are readied up. My Valiant co-cast, if you want to swap the names over.
Yes, I'm putting those on now.
Very convenient.
Done.
Thank you for the new features, devs.
Yes. Also, there's some angles you can play with if you need to.
May have overwritten each other's angles with the button where you go beforehand. I'm not seeing any. That may be a bit of a boo-boo. Yeah, anyway, hopefully not too big of a delay on the initial startup. It's 11 minutes past and they're only just now in the lobby. They're very slow about this. I'm going to pin all of the blame on SMC Tactical. I feel like it's a recurring theme that I like to blame SMC for these types of things.
SMC, not happy to hear you say that.
I hope they didn't hear me, but we're going to be hopping in now, it seems. Finally, no messing about.
No mucking about. Time to get the party started. Blaze.
You're more familiar with these NA teams. What do you think SMC Tactical's plan is going to be for attacking this garage objective?
My guess is they're going to try and get... Yeah, and we're seeing it already. They're going to push aggressively up through the center, try and get those early picks from any defenders getting a little too greedy. Then I think they're going to try and use this eastern side here to push up and try and wrap in and get eventually around behind the house. SMC all have quite a lot of hours in this game, so they're going to know exactly where to look. The meta spots, the high chance spots, and Honey Half gets a kill in one of those heavy spots right now. He takes out Noman up there.
Yeah, Noman made the very rookie mistake of peeking that window, which in almost all circumstances is a complete disaster. And a perfect nade from Pancake there, manages to snag Naoko. That was really on point. He must have thought he was there or watched over some casts. That was perfect.
Yeah, Naoko just obliterated by Pancake's grenade there. That was a fantastic throw. Captain Soda trying to get eyes on the east. I think he does spot Prefontaine in that window, but did Prefontaine spot him?
I don't believe he did, as I didn't hear any shots coming from there, but we do also have the rotation from... actually no, I was mistaking Verds with Naoko for a second. Verds is still just valiantly watching those stairs. Another thing about Verds, do you expect him to take a shield on Suburbia? We all know Verds is famous for that shield.
Yes, Birds does like him some shield. His teammates do like to kill him for that shield. So, I think that was Blaze that had that happen where they got shot in the back by his teammate.
Yeah, and also not really knifing Verds in the back once. It's a recurring theme.
Nice smokes coming out from SMC Tactical. They're not coming from the east as I originally anticipated, at least not as heavy. The east hasn't made as much progress quite as the west.
But this is such an aggressive push-up that's very even as well. There goes Prefontaine taken down by Pancake, managing to clear out that garden, and Capsota's moving in.
Well, he's got to get still across the front yard and around the back. Cryocell sitting right on the objective. Yeah, Bird sketches him out. Sickness catches Verge trying to take out Soda. And Cryo gives away the objective. He runs away from it.
That is going to be the end of it, yeah.
Gets the kill, but Beefy was on his way in to go for that cap. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was nice. There you go. I'll play that animation. It's a little bit slow, but in case you didn't realise that was the first round of the first map, there you go. Well, I really like how SMC Tactical, they kind of just moved as a unyielding wave. They didn't even bother clearing the centre house. They just left Verds to his own devices up there. They just moved as a wave straight across, nice and at the same time, very coordinated. What kind of maybe issues did you notice with Blaze there, Sleepy?
I don't know that it was truthfully issues with Blaze. Pwnecake got that frag on a nice literal frag. Honeyhalf got his first pick from a well-known spot, so I think they could have just played that spot itself a little safer. Cryocell's rotation off the objective to stop, I think it was Captain Soda in the eastern front yard of the back building. Luckily, they got a little trigger happy and killed him, but that was a kind of a bad decision in the moment, if you really think about it. But this is all, of course, with knowledge that I have watching from a bird's eye view rather than through the eyes of the player.
Yeah, that's always a big effect, because you're like, so many times I've gone, oh my god, teams, why aren't you doing this? You can cap if you can just walk in, but when you're actually playing in the field down there, you have no clue any of things is open. Maybe you shoot a guy in a window, you don't think you got him, but all of a sudden you find out after the match and you're watching over the cast that you in fact did cap him, and also someone else on the other side of the map. Maybe just some kind of weird rock you shot at. Didn't think it was an enemy at all, but it was, and if you'd known, that would have been a huge game changer. But we are going to be hopping into the second round hopefully soon in just under 10 seconds. I love this auto start timer, Sleepy.
Yes, I do. That auto start timer is nice. Of course, you do have the teams that need to take a timeout every now and then, and it does extend our break quite a bit. But yes, that new auto start for 2 minutes is a great thing, and I think it's just a right amount of time for teams to be able to plan for that next round.
Yeah, it gives you a little bit of a rush to maybe not have some kind of long-winded discussion over who did what wrong, but in terms of pushing positions, getting the right angles checked for like Marstock or pathways, it's a perfect amount of time, really.
All right. SMC quick to their positions. Pwnecake taking a few shots. I think he was just pre-firing on that center lane of the bushes to keep anyone from getting too much progress through there. Meanwhile, most of the push from Blaze is actually coming up on the eastern side of the map near the bus.
Yeah, looks like they're just popping off some shots from Noman's position. Not entirely sure what he's peeking at, but Captain Soda rounds that corner, almost gets shot, and he does indeed go down. Noman does pick him off. I'm surprised Captain Soda didn't have to drop on him.
Yeah, I am as well. Good pick from Noman, though. He needs to keep pre-firing that fence. Honeyhalf. Oh, and he gets Honeyhalf through the fence.
I didn't even see that show up on my skill feed, but wow, that is incredibly good pre-fire coming through the fence. Interestingly, on we can see Nalco here taking the shield instead of Verds. On Suburbia, no less. Is Nalco particularly well known for being good with a shield? I don't know. I don't know these NA teams very well.
Who?
Nalco.
I don't know. Personally, I have not seen much of Nalco's shield play. I would have figured Verds would have been playing it, if anyone on this team.
Yeah, I would have thought so as well, but he's getting some shots popped off of him. From Sickness rather, not over Sickness, from Sickness. And there goes Noman trading with Beefy. Nice headshot from him.
Yeah, some great picks so far from Blaze. They're playing really well. They've just got another one in the middle.
A beautiful pistol shot from the shield Nalco. That was nice, clearing it out. They now control the center hotel, the center building rather, leaving only one left to defend the objective. Poor Sickness.
Yeah, not good for old Sickness, but He is going to have to deal with 4 of them. I don't know how many smokes they have left because a lot of them were just used. Hopefully they're scavenging from dead enemies. But so far the picks have been great from Blaze, able to take it down to 4v1 like this against SMC on SMC's map, Suburbia. That's a good job.
Yeah,
Just
that's
gotta admit.
impressive. And I'm liking this kind of posturing that Blaze is doing at this point. I'm not sure if you can call it posturing, but they're kind of setting up ready to attack over towards the spawn house now. They're getting everyone in position and possibly going to try and tag Sickness. And yes, he does. A really nice headshot from Crowcell there. What an incredibly tight angle he managed to get him from in the end.
That was pretty clutch. That was a great round from Blaze. Way to attack that objective. But see, I think Suburbia is still one of those maps because it's played so often. Every night in comp lobbies and on pub lobbies and in games. I mean, Suburbia is not necessarily just guaranteed to be anyone's map.
Yeah.
It is anyone's map. No matter what, it's not one team's particular kingdom per se.
Yeah, it's not like a tanker or cargo where you had beginners in the past that dominated on old tanker, and nowadays you have danglers, which I'm sure you're very familiar with, dominating on modern tanker and also old tanker, now known as cargo. I believe we'll be hopping to the next round in under a minute, so let's take a look at the replays we have. Hopping over towards the replay screen now. Let's take a look at this one. Which one was this? It was on the first round. Oh, this was the beautiful nade from Pwnecake onto Nalco when he railed it over the kind of fence there. Only 30 seconds in. He must have had some kind of information that he was there. There was no way he would be able to twig that otherwise. This second objective now. Ooh, this is a dangerous one. How is SMC going to be taking this, do you think? I think they're going to be going hard for it. That's what my suspicion is. It's a burning building objective.
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what I was going to say. Hard and fast is how they're going to go at this one. Buxton, and you're probably going to see Sickness on his belly snaking up to the objective. Going to see a lot of smokes, I'm guessing, and it's probably going to come really fast.
That's what I'm hoping for, at least. It's very exciting to see. But this is going to be the third round of the first match. Take a look at the SMC tactical side here. What kind of rollout they're going to be planning for? It'll give us an early indication of what they're planning to do. But so far, it looks like Mr. Beefy might be going far lane 1 there.
Yeah, Beefy's going long. I'm seeing a lot of smokes from the SMC guys. No one is going to be sitting on the porch on this objective.
That's an
Blaze is going to play a dangerous game, and nobody's even watching the lane 1 or the lane 4 push. Captain Soda and Sickness are going to get way too close to this building before anyone's even alerted to it. Nalco and Cryocell are out in the open. They're going to get picked pretty easy if they don't catch this guy on the corner quick enough. This should be a buffet to SMC, honestly. And here we go. We're starting to see the smokes now. Ooh, Cryocell gets an important pick on Captain Soda.
Yeah, looks like he did manage to catch him eventually, and Pwnecake also down by Prefontaine. Refrag from Beefy though, possibly a revive, but Sickness, he's throwing those smokes on the objective. It looks like he might be trying to go for it. And no one on Blaze is reacting.
No, I think he's... What's he going to do? Is he going for it? He needs to go for it. He's got the opportunity. Nobody's going to see him. He's going to go prone. I told you, here we go. Sickness on his belly, snaking it out.
Yeah, Crycell's rotating for this, but he's going to be way too slow with it. But never mind, he does. Sickness was the one that was far too slow, and he headshots him on the floor, execution style. If he just had a little bit more backup from like Honey Half and Mr. Beefy, it possibly could have took that, but unfortunately no. Honey's left to defend for himself at the school bus.
Beefy is on the other side, though. Only one member of Blaze seems to be looking towards Beefy, but yeah, it's looking like this is going to be a Blaze round. Noman takes out Beefy on a nice pick on the left side of the house.
And Honey is still just sitting behind this school bus, which is almost smaller than him. That is scary to see. And he almost does. No, he tries to take down Cryo Cell, but no. A little bit too slow with his shots and gets taken down instead. That's going to be the third round for Blaze. How could we have expected this?
We couldn't have expected this, but Blaze doing a bang-up job here. Just that's nothing more I could say. Did manage to clip you a nice replay. We have about 1:45 of Cryo and his crucial cap stop on Sickness.
Yeah, let's take a look at that quickly. Let's hope this works out, as I've not actually tested this before, but they're going to be going straight in. They're not messing about, and they're not messing about at the worst of times when we actually want them to take us take a little break.
This long. Yeah.
To it, fairly close.
Okay, now it's Blaze's turn. Will they turn on the super aggressive energy that SMC was expected to use, but didn't quite play out as quickly as I thought? That was actually a bit slower than I would have expected out of them.
Yeah, there was a little bit of discord as well, because we saw Honey Half. I'm not sure what he was even doing before, because he was just hanging back by School Bus while Sickness was moving in for the cap, or cap attempt rather. What is this angle from Birds? Almost getting naded there, wow. This is dirty from Birds. He's standing on top of a flower plant. He might be able to tag Honey Half through the wooden fence there. Is that Mr. Beefy again? No, it's not. I thought for a second Mr. Beefy might be the guy playing one, but they're Volk.
Yes, it is Noman, or no. Huh, I was wrong. It's Naoko with his shield that's going lane 1, now lane 2.
Seems to like this shield on the lane 1 and solo as well. There's not even anyone to back him up or to use as kind of a meat shield for him, or rather the other way around.
Yeah, and as you can see, compared to Blaze's defense, which granted did work out in the end, SMC's got a lot better coverage immediately on the objective. So if they start losing guys on the side of the map, they know immediately they need to rotate. They need to get that defense set back up around the objective and keep that cap from happening.
Yeah, I'm unsure as to what Naoko is planning to do from this kind of position. We see the smokes coming in, that's 4, and also in flash coming over, burning building, blinds Noma. That is a very nice flash coming out indeed. It's that Sickness pushing up a little bit. Might be able to attack Cryo Cell.
Noman pre-firing on Honey Half, but Honey Half is the one who gets the kill.
Naoko tries to go for the pistol, but gets shot through the fence, and also refrag coming out. Boomcake also goes down, getting a double kill there. Prefontaine also taken out by Sota. The objective is nice and solid is defended nice and solidly from SMC Tactical. There's still the threat of center building.
Yeah, that's insane. What one hell of a shootout just happened in the center house. I think Verds picked up a double in there just a minute ago. That was crazy. Now we're back on Sickness, who's aware of it. Oh, SMC Tactical gets the pick.
Yeah, that was very nice. Sickness must have shot through the fence there, managed to catch Not Ready, or rather Verds, coming through the fence. That's something to note actually. Where is Not Ready? The captain of Blaze is mysteriously missing. There he goes, Cryo trying to move out, but no, it's not going to work out. Sickness tags him from just the sandbag as well. Unfortunately, didn't look like he had any nades left on him, but they would have been a great help.
Yeah, when you run out of that utility, especially on a map like this one where the objective is so open and the transitions from cover to cover are also quite open, needing that utility, needing those smokes, needing those flashes, those frags, definitely very important to have in that instance.
Yeah, for certain. But now that we are back in the lobby, maybe with a little bit more time, where is Not Ready, the captain of Blaze? Maybe that could be impacting Blaze's performance though. If it's impacting Blaze's performance, what are they like normally? Yeah,
because they are putting up a heck of a fight here on Suburbia against SMC here in round number, or map number 1 of the series for tonight's matchup.
Now the kind of setup we had planned for getting Sleepy's replays over to me is not working so hot, unfortunately.
Oh no. Alright, well then I'll just focus more on getting my camera angles set so you can pop into them when some things are happening on my side of the map.
Absolutely, but hopefully some more replay capturable things will happen, and I can save them. We can take a look at them in the pre-round, what you call it, post pre-round. Technically both are true. Maybe it was also because I didn't have Dropbox open. That might be the issue, Sleepy.
Alright, well go in and check if you have it now, because it just shut off OBS.
Alright, yeah, they're syncing now. I'll get them soon.
Okay, I'll start this back up and get Updeck connected again.
Very good. Yeah, I do have them now indeed. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at that initial cap save from, what's his name? Cryocell, that was it.
Yeah.
Damn it. These teams, just as we try to take a look at something interesting, they start up. Unbelievable.
How dare they do that?
And that's something for the chopping block right there. Let's sneakily edit the score just to make the teams lose, both of them. 4-4 draw.
4-4 draw.
So far, looks like Blaze is going for the kind of standard 3-2 split defense here. One going into the spawn house, the others taking up tank and also playground positions. Never mind, playground positions is burnt. There goes Prefontaine. Bonecake's pretty on point with that there.
Yeah, that's kind of a popular lane to kind of check. If you can get that center bush dominance there in the backside where Ponecake was, you can get some quick shots off pretty quickly. Verd's able to revive Noman so they didn't lose 2. Hopefully Noman's smarter than to look out that window again, because if he does, he's going to lose that face.
Yeah, peeking that window in any circumstances, regardless of the fact that if you think there's someone right out in the open, it's not going to work out. Regardless. Never, ever, ever, ever peek that. That's my philosophy.
It's a nice frag there from Beefy. He's moving up lane 2 next to the center house. Noman's not going to peek it. Probably smart on his part. He's going to look inside. Verds is tucked in the corner of the other room, so he's not going to be able to see it, but we know where Verds is.
And Ponecake might hear him, or is that a nade from Beefy trying to go upstairs? There goes Sickness, taken down by Birds. Ponecake goes in, gets the nice refrag, and also Nalco headshot by Captain Sota from the burning building. Lots of smoke, so suppressing as well. Sota taken down, refrag trying to come out from Ponecake. Not gonna happen though.
Oh, Mr. Beefy just downs Ponecake by accident, shoots him in the garage or in the carport. Oh no, that's tragic. He's able to get him back up though. Thankfully, Cryocell gonna come in.
He's going for this flank, yeah, he's gonna take down Ponecake if he just looks to the left a little bit. But no, he whiffs it and gets headshot by Ponecake instead. A 3v1. Seems to be a recurring theme. Loman is not in a good position to defend objective here.
Nice cap stop there from Ponecake.
Cap stopped, he's on Marsoc.
Or, I'm sorry, flank stop. Wrong word, Sleepy.
Now that we do see these smokes coming, Noman's got to be getting a little bit nervous. Because if they just come through the playground, rush the tank, this is possible cap territory for SMC Tactical, and it might be a 4-2. Or not, Ponecake's going for it, and he gets taken down, but trading with Noman instead. What could have been a cap attempt, unfortunately foiled.
That is okay, though. They did win that Marsoc round. They're going into a defensive round on Volk on this objective, so I think they still have a good shot of shutting down this map here, 4-2, moving in on Volk for the last round.
Yeah, they definitely do, but what I'd like to see from Blaze and what might save them here is a nice coordinated push, lots of smokes and moving like a death ball composition like we saw Boss Fight do during the beginners match on Downfall. I think that could be really beneficial to them in this kind of scenarios.
I will agree with that. I concur, good sir.
Now let's see if I can get these replays. What was it called? I can't remember. You named it something.
You're talking about the one with cryo? Should be cryo cap stop with a round indicator.
Oh yeah, you
Something
put it in
like
the
that.
root folder. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I
see
just put it in the main folder so they're quicker to access.
Yeah, I got it. All right, there we go. Now we can take a look at the replay. Don't you teams dare start on me here.
So they're gonna know exactly where to look. The meta spots, the doop, the high doop.
I know.
Doop. No, I'm just kidding. That's me.
Wait, copy this out here. This is a learning process for all of us here. We have no clue what we're doing with this kind of cross-computer replay setup. There we go, now we've got it. And here we go, playing this replay with a cryo cap attempt, courtesy of Sleepy. See Sickness trying to go for that kind of proned up. Maybe didn't think there was any. Maybe he did think there was someone on porch, but there wasn't. If he'd ran for that, do you think he could have maybe gone for it and actually capped it? If he'd ran for it instead of hanging back and kind of proning up.
Yeah. Yes and no. I mean, I think they only knew he was there because they got nervous he was there. I don't really think they knew he was over there, so I think they just got lucky that they were able to get in there. And maybe as Cryo actually pushed up to those HESCO barriers, he was able to see him and say, oh, I gotta run up on top of this guy.
Yeah.
No big deal, no cappy though, okay?
Sickness is calling out no cappy. Well, they're trying to aim for no caps, just a nice solid defense round. If they lose this round to anything that's not a cap, they're not too angry. That nade from Ponke, this might be able to snag a Noman. Oh, it's just too high, that's unfortunate. It could have been perfect and Honey Half gets taken out by Noman as well.
Show left side.
But Nalco's also been called out by Ponecake at the lane 1 there. He must have seen the shield. This looks like a rather stacked lane 1 and lane 2 offense. What are you thinking of that, Sleepy? They're being rather cautious about it though. Are you there, Sleepy? I think we might have lost Sleepy. Nalco's starting to rush in though. He's rushing upstairs. He's going to try and take down Sickness. It's not going to work out. Ponecake confirms Nalco as well on the floor. Definitely denying that push.
Okay, check the objective.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Buxton?
I can hear you now. You're back.
Sorry about that tech difficulties there with my headset. Yes, though, to answer your question, it was a very east-heavy push. Lanes 1, lane 2. It's now evened out. It's balanced. They've flattened out. They've kind of taken control east to west on the back hedge line. But it's not going to do them much good. They're going to need to start getting some more of those picks early.
Yeah, we're seeing this smokes coming as well. I count 2 smokes and a nade coming in now. Looks like they're trying to go for that coordinated offense. Question is, will it work out? And wow, Beefy's flash got 2, but it's not going to work out. Beefy taken down. Bird's also taken down by Ponecake, who rushed out to get him. And Sickness has a shield.
Who does?
Sickness, lane 3.
How
He picked
did
it
he
up
get
off
a...
Nalco. Wow. He's
Wow,
actually
okay.
going in. Taking a search as well, taken out by Nolan. Ponecake having a little ring around the rosy with Cryocell, but it doesn't work out. It gets taken down in the end. Cryocell does win that engagement, and now it's up to a 3v1. Beefy's going to get finished off without any doubt here.
Yeah, Noman, he's right next to Beefy. How has he not double tapped him yet?
I guess he's a bit scared of peeking around there. But yeah, now he does get
There
the
he goes.
information.
Noman pushing up hot and heavy on the east side. He's got eyes on the back of the tank. He sees Sickness. Sickness sees him.
They're in a standoff here. We might see a nade come flying here. Sickness got to be careful. Prefontaine's also coming up. He whiffs his shots though. Sickness is going to go for it. He drops his tablet,
Nope.
but no. Shield rather.
And Noman
Sickness
must
gets
have
it.
to get
Yeah.
the flank on him, yeah. Great play there by Blaze. Here we go again. Back to the back and forth.
Yeah, one thing I want to illustrate there is Sickness, that's a high level shield play there. He dropped the shield, let it rest against his own body, he brought his gun up, shot Prefontaine, then tried to pick the shield back up before he was killed by the flanking Noman. That's a high level play right there.
Yeah.
I do have some replays for that round, so fear not, Sleepy. I can bring them up here.
I have one at the end of that round where Noman makes his push across the street for the tank flank, as I like to call it.
Yeah. I'm currently on the clip where the Crowcell and Ponecake in the side of the house had a little bit of a rung around the rosy. You can see Noman took down Captain Sota there.
Some
Then they
Benny
stop
Hill
running
production.
around. All those ring around the rosy situation, they're very difficult to deal with. You kind of have to know, you have to kind of outthink your enemy. You've got to outpace them, but you can't also just go round and round and round. Otherwise, they'll eventually make the right decision and just cut you off.
Yeah, exactly.
But we're going to be hopping into the round now. This is going to be the last round of Suburbia. A rather impactful map, I'd say so. Lots has happened rather.
Yeah, both teams. Oh, and we get a repeated objective on the front. This is where SMC almost just took the map, or set themselves a nice little lead up on the last round, or on the first round, I should say, with that almost cap. Now let's see if maybe we see the right away aggression that I was expecting on the last one.
I heard Bird say that they're going to play smart, but it doesn't look like it. Nalco is hitting the dirt really quickly there. That's kind of impressive. But we are seeing a little bit more aggression, I think, coming out from SMC Tactical.
Yeah, Naoko and Prefontaine, though, taking some advice from SMC's defense on this objective and putting those men close to it and not so far away like they had last time.
Yeah.
So going to be a lot harder for SMC to get in there, especially with Prefontaine, if he doesn't get picked off that front porch.
Yeah, I call this a rather meta defense. You have one center house and then the rest just in a line, all relatively close to rotate towards the objective, but equally they can cover different and good lines of sight. You've got one at tank, one in the garden, one at the sandbags, one on objective, and the guys center house, just making sure they can't take out everyone from that position.
Smoke is out from Captain Soda and Mr. Beefy as they push up through the south side of the bushes near the south street here. Another smoke comes out from Soda. A long nade arc comes in. Might pick up Sickness. No, it doesn't. Must have been the other side of the sandbags there. Captain Soda moving up to the corner. He's in tight on the wall. He's going to set himself up. The whole team, I think, is going to try and engulf this soon.
Yeah, Captain Soda is probably going to crest this corner. If he does, I expect Cryocell to immediately put 5 shots in his chest. This is going to be dangerous, that smoke.
Oh, but it's effective. Maybe not so much, actually, for Cryocell. No, it will give him an advantage on Cryocell, but it won't matter because Cryocell picked off by Ponecake from the center. Prefontaine gets hit with Cryocell's grenade. They're down on the objective. Naoko is the only defense over here. And they take him down. It's wide open. Sickness can just get in there and get this cap.
Yeah, Prefontaine is down though, so he can coordinate with this team and kind of call out there he goes. But there goes Beefy. Noman picks him off. He's the only defender left. He's sitting in the back though. He has to rotate towards objective now. Looks like Sickness might be trying for the objective, but no, Captain Soda is. There he goes, taken down by Noman. And Sickness cleans it up and takes down Noman. And they are going to take Suburbia, of course, like we expected them to, but we didn't think it would be this close.
Great round end there from both teams, but SMC just closing it out with that precision in their speed.
Yeah, especially with the coordination as well, because Blaze, they probably should have rotated someone over a little bit faster, but what's done is done. And one thing to point out here is, wow, Noman going 11-5 that map. And
Oh, wow,
also
that's
Ponecake
impressive.
10-6.
Wow, some heavy hitters that round for sure. And it looks like we're gonna go downfall? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Possibly.
No, cargo.
I'll go there. To reiterate what the bans were, let's take a look at them again. The ban from SMC Tactical was Anchor. And also from Blaze, were they banned, of course, Downfall. Second map is Cargo. get that nice and laid out in the war room for you to give you those visual demonstrations.
Because we all need visuals.
Replays, I'm not sure if you have any uploaded for me to take.
I picked up a lot of that mayhem at the end where SMC closes out the map. That one's labeled map win or map SMC win, I believe.
Yeah, I've got that as well. They could see that that was a really coordinated defense. Maybe with some better smokes and some more suppression towards guard, they might have been able to cap it, but Closer goes in, gets taken down, and Sickness just cleans up Gnome as he tries to collapse back in. Now, this will be the first round of Cargo, hopefully not too far away. These teams do like to take their time in between maps. But who do you think has the advantage on Cargo? Because both teams have very good shield users, Verds and also Sickness. Both known for their shield play, but who do you think overall the team is going to come out on top?
Jeez, Buxton, I don't even know. I think this is going to be another toss-up. Because Blaze, as we've seen in many of the postseason games, like the round robins and the semis, Blaze played a fantastic fast game on Cargo. And as we all know, SMC is a great fast, close quarters group as well. So this could seriously go either way again. I mean, we could be seeing another battle like we just saw in Suburbia here on Cargo.
Yeah, absolutely. But the question is Verds going to use his shield? That's what I want to know. And do I see a shield? The answer is no, I do not. I see Nalco with a shield. He's disappointing me at every turn. Verds, please.
Get your ish together.
See some smokes already coming out from SMC Tactical there. Looks like they are using it to cross over towards the objective. A good decision. There goes Ponecake taken down by Prefontaine. They're pushing in really hard. Nalco's just going straight in, trying to tangle with Captain Sota, but it's not working out. He's just desperately spraying into the smoke, and Crycel's going to come around this corner and take him down. And yes, that's exactly what happens. There's definitely incredibly fast pace, that's for certain. Look at this smoke, this is unbelievable. What is that, 3 smokes on the objective currently? We also have Verds coming in.
It is, and Honey Half is rotated back. Luckily, Sickness is watching his back. Verds refrags Sickness. Honey Half picks up Fontaine. A frag comes in to almost pick up Honey Half, and Mr. Beefy has now got eyes in that direction as well, but they're not worried about... Oh no, and Verds! Team kills Cryocell. That is terrible news, because the Cryocell right there was going to have the advantage and be able to drop in on Mr. Beefy's south side and get the surprise attack. Now it's up to Verds and Naoko, and Mr. Beefy's gotten aggressive. He said, you know what? I resent having that grenade thrown at me.
Yeah, Beefy's in a good position to both defend the objective and go for the flank, because it doesn't look like Blaze has any idea that he's on this kind of southern side. But Beefy can hear Verds stomping about. Oh no, Beefy. You made a noise. Verds knows you're there.
Yes, he does. Sights trained on the box. Now, Honey Half is going to engage on Naoko, but Naoko's shield preventing the kill. That
was actually perfect. That distracted Verds. He was going for that box, but those shots distracted him.
Oh, Naoko trying to use the box down at the north side of that back alley where Honey Half is to use his pistol against him, but it did not work. Excuse me for getting the hiccups right when the moment happens.
Verds did eventually get taken down by Beefy, who rushed around when those pistol shots came out from Nalco. But if this nade gets well cooked, this could be perfect. It gets thrown down. It's going to hit the corner, and yes, it gets Honey Half. Absolutely perfect, but Nalco is not going to survive anyway. Beefy gets him. That could have been a game-changing nade right there, but unfortunately it's not.
Wow. That was a good map. Good round. Nice nade.
If every cargo round like that is gonna if every round of cargo is gonna be like that, Sleepy, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think I'll just keel over. My heart will stop or possibly explode. Either one.
Yeah. A lot of action going down thus far.
Yeah, we can take a look at that kind of final push. You can see Beefy taking down Verds. Then you have him going for that flank onto Nalco, the shield. And look, let's look at this nade again. He steals it off of a friend's body. Not sure who exactly it was. Goes for the unpin. He waits for Honeyhalf to go around the back of that corner. He cooks it perfectly, throws it. And that could not have been more perfect of a nade any longer, and it would have totally failed.
Yeah, pretty great grenade work. Seen a lot more frag work here. Your grenade abilities on this map are probably the most important of any map in the Onward rotation, in my opinion, because you can get some crucial nades if you know how to throw them right. You can get them in some crucial spots and usually catch 2, sometimes 3, depending on their grouping, defenders or attackers in either way. But if you can place those grenades just right, it makes a huge difference on this map, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely, especially on also maps like Suburbia, where there are only a few very, very obvious spots where if you nade it, there's likely going to be someone there. It's just a confirmed spot that people are going to be in, which is a real issue, especially against a team that can very quickly adapt to things like this and get used to nading positions that they were only played just a round ago, regardless of how new they are. They'll just adapt instantaneously.
Yeah, now we get to see how SMC is going to handle this objective.
And I don't see a shield from Sickness. He's going shieldless.
Oh, it's a sad Buxton.
I do love my shield play. It's very exciting to watch.
It is. And earlier today, Nightfire and I saw Stumpy Nub. Meanwhile, well, forget that, because Mr. Beefy gets a crucial pick immediately on Cryocell, and we're right away into the action.
We also have a little bit of a cheeky nade from Pwnecake on the objective. If that wasn't cooked as much, that would have been absolutely perfect for taking someone down on the objective. Unfortunately, no one there though. Most of it is a center stack defense. And also another one. It might land perfectly on Verge. Yes, it does. It lands right next to him and takes him down. Absolutely perfect.
Great nade. Luckily, the team is there to pick him right up. I think Captain Soda might be popping another one. Could get 2.
It's a smoke, unfortunately.
Oh,
if it was a nade, that would have been perfect. But is that a nade? It looks like it might be. No, another smoke and it goes far too far. And there goes Noman, taken out by Honeyhalf. Looks like he got a bit aggressive pushing out there. And a good flash on towards the center sheds from Nalco, possibly Verds. It looks like they, after that initial kind of burst of activity, they've slowed down a little bit. They're trying to probe out a bit.
Yeah, but like I was saying, the right grenades in the right spot on this map of all maps.
Absolutely, and we see another one from Beefy. Oh, that was another perfect one, coming outside of the map and killing Prefontaine. That is unbelievable.
It's
gorgeous. And there goes Verds as well. Beefy cleaning up. Nalco also taken down, and that is going to be another incredibly clean round. 0 deaths from SMC Capital. Good work with those nades. We're going to take a look at that throw. We just need to.
Yeah. By the way, I've created a folder to get rid of all the first map replays so they're less confusing. So now the only ones in the main folder are going to be the cargo replays that I've snagged. Just FYI.
Nice. Let's definitely take a look at that amazing Beefy nade on towards the lane 4, just in the kind of little nook and cranny behind the box. Because, oh my god. Possibly Verds. The Pwnecake pacing about. We swap back over towards Beefy, just to his left. They've slowed down a little bit. Kind of looking for some shots, puts a few shots over towards the triple stack, just in the center of the map, and then he preps his nade. I can feel my heart rate rising the second I see that, and he perfectly lobs it over. It goes outside the map and kills Prefontaine through the fence on the outside. Amazing. I wish you could see it again, Sleepy, but unfortunately, we don't have the technology. You'll have to replay it in your mind. Now, I believe we could also possibly have enough time to take a look at another replay. Let's see what I might have in store. Yes, this is when we had the initial nade on towards Birds at the triple stack. Thrown by Pancake, or rather not Pancake, it was Captain Sota. That's just Pancake's failed and almost successful nade. It might have been good. Unfortunately not in this circumstance, and yeah, it was Honey Half's nade actually, landing perfectly on Birds. Unbelievable. Couldn't have been better. But here we are, going into the third round, Sleepy. How are you feeling about this one? SMC's 2 up.
Well, SMC is proving that they are strong. However, Blaze not having been just easy to roll over. SMC's having to put out some effort here. It's definitely not as one-sided as the scoreboard might make it appear. Some good rounds so far, and I figure we'll see some more good rounds. I just hope Blaze can pick up that momentum that they so desperately need right now on this map.
Absolutely, and getting beefy at the start is definitely a good way to start building that momentum. See a few nades look like they're going to have 0 effect though. Kind of unfortunate, but they're getting really wide. Look at that. And wow, never mind, I say it won't work, but there goes Cryocell. Taken down by Pancake. They're going to get the revive off though. But what is Nalco doing? He's completely separated from his team. There goes No Man's
Ooh,
World.
and Honey
Picked
Half
by
got punished. Yeah. Naoko really pushed up. Oh my goodness! Honey Half went right by Naoko.
Yeah, somehow he didn't see him though. I can't believe it. But Nalco just he's soldiering on. He's going with that shield and he's going forward.
I am absolutely flabbergasted, Buxton. Pancake hearing Naoko, he's gonna push on him.
And it's going to be a trade, unfortunate, but that is going to be an advantage for Blaze there. There goes Nalco, finished off. No advantage anymore.
Oh, I saw that grenade trail come in. I was like, oh, that's a great frag.
It would have been amazing.
It's a 2-on-2. Blaze doing a good job on their attack here.
Question is, are there going to be more nades thrown by the Blaze offensive team here?
I'm not sure they have any.
Yeah, that's a good point. They might have to loot one off a body. But here goes Sickness, peeking this corner with Prefontaine.
Oh my god, they don't see
miss
each other.
Meters apart. There goes Cryocell, taken out by Sota, and Sickness goes in for the flank, cleaning up Blaze. Bring it to a 3-0. Very clean on cargo so far.
Yeah, absolutely. That last little play to end it. Captain Soda engages. He got his kill, and I think the Sickness, it was the last guy who was there. He knew that it was only one left, and I think he knew that the guy was in that crate. So as soon as he heard Soda get his kill, he ran in, got his kill, and closed out the match. That was a nice little coordinated play right there on the defensive side.
Yeah, absolutely. Blaze needs another comeback with their smokes here. They need to go that nice coordinated push, just throw them all in, throw the frags, make sure they're nice and on point, and just push in as one, because currently we've had Nalco kind of just separate from his team. He just kind of fell off and gone somewhere else. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's just going way ahead. This could be the final round of cargo, which would be rather unfortunate to see, considering in these 3 rounds we've already seen several amazing things, and I want to see more of that.
Yes. A lot of good plays on both sides. A lot of players having some great nights. Mr. Beefy, 5-1 on this map on round 3 here. Sickness picking up 3-1. Birds not having such a great night, at least on cargo today. 0-3 right now. But overall, everyone's being able to make plays on both sides. SMC's just got the edge, and they're driving it in harder now.
Yeah, once they have this kind of initial momentum, there is nothing to stop them unless some kind of amazing play comes out of Blaze. I expect this kind of huge lead to come in with them to the 3rd map, which, what do you think is going to be? We have Tanker and Downfall banned, so possibly Quarantine, I imagine.
That's my guess as well. If not Quarantine, then Bazaar maybe.
Yeah, likely so. Here we go. This is the 4th round of cargo. It's something's going to be a north objective, a north-south objective.
I feel like we're gonna finish off on 4. There's an angle right here. You can do it.
Yeah, nice open little plaza area here
And
in the
we put my
northern
fucking-
side.
And we see Sickness with his shield going tunnel as well.
Oh, now it goes right at tunnel exit. Prefontaine also watching it. Omen able to pick up Pone Cake right off the bat. Blaze take the advantage here, 5-4.
Yeah, that nice and early pick is definitely what you want to see, but can they continue to keep that up? Because that's one of the most important things. But Nalco, over here with Sickness at tunnel lane, he's in a good position to interfere with any plan Sickness might have, assuming Sickness doesn't know he's there.
Well, Verds may be able to see Captain Soda here in the center. He's looking for it, but no joy. Meanwhile, a frag comes out from Honey Half, which also I believe lands on top of one of the buildings.
Oh, there goes a nade through tunnel lane. But no, the shield stops it. Nalco, if you could throw in that a bit more. There goes Nalco, finished off by Honey. And you heard a fake cry of pain from Sickness there.
I'm risible here.
He's saying he's resible while he's holding that shield up valiantly. He's lying. Don't believe his lies, Blaze. Not sure what kind of nade that was, but I thought it went inside the tunnel for a minute. Here we have Captain Soda trying to push onto Verd. Coming through, gets taken down instead. And also a perfect nade from Beefy yet again. Taking down Cryocell. Amazing. Question is, where are they going to be pushing in from? Looks like Sleepy's having some issues with his internet. Hopefully nothing too major and he'll be joining us later on. And Prefontaine, also another perfectly cooked nade. Takes down Prefontaine, finishing him off with the pistol. Nice work, Sickness. Honey Half is going to have to push up though. He can't hang back forever. So far, Blaze is sticking to their guns and they're holding this defense. Though they are at the numbers disadvantage of 2-3. Though there is one res possible, assuming they get Cryocell. Big assumption that is. But it's still possible for them. Votes is also giving away his position, so this is not going to be good for him. And he gets taken down by Beefy. Now only Noman. This is cap territory. The objective is totally open, and it's just left to Mr. Beefy right next to the remaining Volk member. Here he goes Beefy with this nade thrown directly up onto the, or flash rather, and he goes to push into Noman. He ignores him for some reason. He goes in, crouching, does get Noman with a nice play. Went into a 4-0 on Blaze, on Cargo. Something you kind of didn't expect. Burbia was unusually close, and this was unusually one-sided. It's Reverso day today, that's for sure. Now hopefully Sleepy will be coming in soon. His internet issues are still persisting a little bit, but he said he's reconnecting, so all should be good.
I'm actually rejoining the lobby now, if you can hear me out there.
Yeah, we can hear you indeed, so if you want to tell the team just to hold on for a minute, we can hop in when you are back and ready in the lobby. What's this third map going to be? Let's take a look in the war room. Downfall and Tanker Band. This is going to be Quarantine as I expected.
Buxton, could you reshoot me the pass in a message,
indeed.
please?
One moment. Alright, so we should hopefully be hopping in very shortly. We have both teams almost fully ready, except for Sickness and Beefy. Again, SMC Tactical dragging on. They like it. How do you think Blaze plays on Quarantine here? I've not seen them play much Quarantine.
I think they played confident. I can't really recall their Quarantine play, to be completely honest. But we'll find out soon enough, I guess.
Yeah, indeed we will. But this is a pretty bad spawn for SMC Tactical. They're kind of stuck between the streets then. The north one is going to be watched by likely Verds, and he's going to catch the moving across. He does pop up some shots. Not good enough, but Sickness is down by Nauka at Bernie instead. A very good start for Blaze.
Yeah, absolutely. SMC was stuck between a north cross rock and a south cross hard place.
They are going to get the result of Sickness at least. But if they try and cross any further north, they're going to be getting destroyed by Verds. Also Beefy taken down by Nalco and finished off as well. That is a very good early pick. Just 28 seconds in. There goes Sota as well, finished off. Looking for Honey Half now. Verds is using tracers. What a beautiful effect that has. Sickness also taking out Bonecake as well. Dominating here.
Cryocell on a hard push out, man. This is amazing. He's now made his way over towards the Humvees near cement trucks. Honey Half unfortunately fires his weapon. Cryostone knows exactly where he is now. And Verds and Honey Half trade. Blaze take round one. Strong defensive push right out of the start of the map.
Yeah, that was incredibly clean from Blaze, yeah. Getting those early picks as they tried to run across the northern road was huge. Sickness going down completely disrupted them as they went for the revive and kind of got a bit too scared to continue pushing north. Maybe they should have backed off, gone around northeast through Crater instead. That would have been a bit of a safer pathway. They just kind of got stuck. The standard mistake of sitting on the northern flank and just not moving. You're just getting completely encircled by the enemy team. Something Blaze does do very well when they're in their prime. Question is, can
now we're
they
gonna
keep that kind of thing up on Marsoc?
Yeah, exactly. And that's where it's going to really count on this map. You've got to be able to take those Marsoc rounds here, because letting a team sit on defensive wins can give up a map.
Yeah, absolutely. There's Blaze was on defense for this map initially, so if they keep up these perfect defensive rounds and just don't allow any caps, then they are in a good way, even if they lose every Marsoc round. So just keep up this nice defensive encircling play of Blaze, and they're in a very good way to take this third and final map, though will not change the outcome of the match.
Looks like 26 seconds till this next round start.
If they will not be messing about too much, your prediction was off by 20 seconds. You've got my curse now. It's going to be straight in though. Going to be the same objective of course this time. SMC Tactical on the defense. A better spawn for Blaze though. They could actually take the roof here, which would be a huge boon for them.
Distraction. I'm gonna go rooftop. Otherwise, we'll know where we are. All right.
And what else do you know about Nalco? Is he a good sniper with a 12 times bolt action? Because that's what I'm seeing out of him right here. It scares me. He's one-handing it as well. That scares me even more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no idea. I mean, Blaze is just that new, you know? I haven't, and I mean, they've got enough games cast, especially when they started to, in a word, light on fire. So there's plenty of tape, but I guess I haven't really done my homework on these players as individuals, but we'll see how he does here. He's definitely looking for picks at range, but it's not going to do him too good if he's, or do him too well if he's the last person left available on his team and he has to get in there and CQB with someone.
I got a little bit of a shiver there when Noman threw that nade over towards the north. If Captain Sota were a little bit faster, it would have got him, but there you go. He takes down Sota, refragged by Noman, or rather he takes down Cryocell and it's refragged by Noman.
Prefontaine able to make a push from the hotel over to the Marsoc 1 building, or the eastern building.
What do you call this? I don't have a set call out for it. East 2-story?
This one?
Yeah.
Apparently Marsoc 1 is a common call out. I think I call this the far east building. The farthest building over on the east.
Like Noman managed to take down Beefy, but was refragged by Honey, who's going to be getting hunted by Verds now. Is he as good with that gun as he is with a shield? That's the question we'll have to find out as he engages Honey Half. Looks like he's backing off instead. He wants no part in that deal.
Sickness and Pwnecake, though, are going to pose to be hard targets for this 3-man Blaze squad if they can't get Honey Half picked as well. They're going to need all the men that they can to come crash in on these two on objective because they are both defending it very tightly, very aggressively.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing I want to see is Verds. If he throws a nade on towards the objective and it takes down Pwnecake, I'm calling this the matches of the nades. Match of the nades, that's what I'm calling that.
Nothing, disregard.
I don't think he has a nade on his chest. No, he does. But it's going to be a smoke he throws first. And a nade as well. Here it comes. Here it comes, Sleepy. Watch closely. It lands perfectly. Takes down Sickness. Will airburst. Just as expected. But he's not going to go for the confirmation. He's backing off. And he's going to get revived.
Well, he can't get the confirmation from where it came from. He
Oh,
had no
because
shot on
pushed up,
Sickness's body.
Might be able to do a dangerous Raphael push across the street.
Oh, you may be able to get him from up here on the roof.
Maybe that's what the plan was.
Because he has drawn Pwnecake out. Pwncake's on the move. If Verz had just been in the right positioning, he could have caught Pwnecake slipping as he rotated back into his position from healing up Sickness.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Prefontaine did see Sickness. He popped off some shots. He's prepping a nade as well. This is going to be Sickness dead, but no. That is unfortunate. It hits the immortal power lines and bounces off them. Very sad.
Sickness, meanwhile, trying to play it dead, made some groaning noises as if it did. Though I think he was a little bit too far away for local chat Prefontaine to be able to hear him. So
a little bit, yeah. And Nalco's also finally brung up his 12 times onto the plane wing here. He's already in the far south side. What are these shots coming on the west from Honey Half over towards the roof? Not hitting anything, but it's going to give away his position for certain.
Didn't got him.
You guys get anybody down?
Think so.
Prefontaine's pretty much the only one here that can actually do any semblance of a push with the time Blaze has remaining. Only a minute and 45, but he's in a good position for it. As long as he can take down Sickness, which is a bit of a hard task considering the cover he has, he's in a good way.
is that... That was an interesting angle he held.
But you see, Sleepy, never mind, there goes Nalco. The sniper eventually getting killed by Honey Half. Not working out, and Verts is going for it. He's crossing. Here he goes.
Hi ho, hi ho. Sickness is a one-shot kill, but Sickness is gonna get that kill. Oh, and it seems Verts had a frag in his hands. So either way, he seemed to be a dead man.
But there goes
Prefontaine able to get the pick. Can he get Pwnecake? If he gets Pwnecake, this could be a cap.
Yeah, Honey Half is way too far away. He's going to go for this. He's going to get this cap if he has 3 seconds. Honey Half, you're going to be way too slow. He's throwing it over. No, he does get it. And he saves it for SMC Tactical.
Oh my god. And you can hear Honey Half exhaling as he knows he just saved their team from being capped on right there. And that was amazing from both teams.
If he was just 2 seconds later, that would have been a cap for Blaze and it would have been a 3-0. That was not something that they want to start Quarantine 1 off with. But for some reason I forgot to put the previous round into the scoreboard, so there you go, it's updated now. Fear not. Take a look at the replay for how close that was. Time, how long he was on objective. Let's see. Oh, that's not the latest replay. This is the latest replay. What I'm surprised by is that Sickness didn't get Prefontaine rushing up. He peeked him, and it still didn't work out. There he goes, just rushing up. Takes down Pwnecake, puts his gun away, tap in hand. He started capping at 56. 6 seconds, 7 seconds. He had 7 seconds to cap, and it wasn't enough, it seems. Honey Half came in at just the right time. But I think if Honeyhoff had managed to, well, had failed to take down the Kappa, we'd be seeing a very different story here, hopping to the round. I think SMC Tactical would be a lot more unhappy. But what do you think?
Absolutely.
What do you think of that?
Go ahead.
What do you think of that?
Think of what? I'm sorry.
Think of everything. What are you thinking of this kind of matchup? How things have been playing overall?
I don't know. That was so close on Blaze's part on that attacking round. They are showing strong here on quarantine. If they can defend this one well, I'd like to see their attack again on this objective in particular. But SMC is going to get that unwanted south spawn here on the gas station. You either got to use it or move it to get your ass out of that spawn.
Absolutely. Because you do not want to get trapped in there under any circumstances. And considering the moves of Crows out here, trapping them is exactly what he plans to do. And there goes Prefontaine, taken down by Promecake, also refragged by Birds and Nalco, both of them. And Beefy's made it across. He's in a good way. There goes Nalco, downed by Honeyhalf. He's going to get revived by Birds most likely.
Beefy checking stairwell in the far east Marsoc 1 building. Gonna probably smoke here.
What's Sickness doing walking down in the middle of the street? He
He's
says
dying.
Beefy's got
That's
him
what
and he
he's
dies, yeah. And also Honey picked by Birds on that southern side. Very nice. All up to Beefy and Captain Sota now. We've seen what Captain Sota can do with this LMG, but can he keep that up? I don't think he can. 2v4. And we've got some information from Auto. Apparently Nalco is a monster with a bolt action. He's been sniping since launch.
Roger that. Thank you, Otto, for the tip.
What is SMC Tactical's game plan here? Beefy's kind of just stuck in that eastern side. He can't move. It's all up to Sota here.
I think right now his hesitance is him planning in his head what he's going to do. Him and Cryo going to be met over here. Cryo's going to get the win on that. It's now going to be 4-on-1.
Vertus is just walking past Captain Sota. He didn't see him in the smoke somehow, but now he does. He's going to pop some shots, and he does take down Sota. And along with Beefy, that's going to be it. Dropbox is now full. What have you done, Sleepy?
I put too much.
I have a feeling we might be seeing some trading here. One round to one team, the other to the next. I think this is going to go 3-4 like Suburbia did. No cap, just trading like a slugfest.
Yeah.
See if we can take a look at some replays. I believe I do have one of some late rounds. Take a look.
Oh, and it seems Birds had a frag in his
No,
hands.
I only have these. Let's take a look at some older ones then. I believe this is Birds on the roof here. I'm not sure what exactly it was for. I believe possibly a southern push, or rather no, it was Prefontaine attempting to nade Pwnecake Sickness, and unfortunately it bounced straight off the rails, or rather the electric lines. They look like rails and they act like rails, but they're power lines instead. Unfortunate. I'm going straight in gameplay. They're not messing about again.
No.
There's rats and then there's
We're gonna get the same spawn at least, which is good.
I think I freed up some space there in the box.
Oh
So I
no.
should be able to provide you with.
Look at spawn. Go to camera 1 right here. Look what's left on the floor.
Bum 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 bum.
That deadly tablet loss at the spawn. I wonder who dropped it. I did see a drone getting passed about, so maybe someone who wanted the drone dropped their tablet and forgot about it. Verts is probing for Honey Off and Beefy here. He's so dangerous. He's dancing around these bullets.
Blaze, though, owning the spawn. They're not really pushing too hard out, and SMC is going to take the short way to cutting off their spawn. They're not going to go around quite as far as we saw in the last round with Naoko, I believe. But yeah, I think they're going to try and cryocell, yeah.
Well, that cutoff is not going to go well as Verds sees him come over the tank and takes down Captain Sota. But we also have some really good smokes on South Street, throwing incredibly long range from the blue car. And possibly Prefontaine's going to try and make use of these and watch over the objective. And no, unfortunately not. Prefontaine gets taken down by Beefy instead. And the drone's going out. Let's follow this. Where is it? It's on the floor, by the wing. On the south side, coming over towards objective. Where is it going? What is its plan? It's identified Beefy at least, but it's likely going to get shot down right now.
Mr. Beefy putting fire on Verd's position. Now he's been picked up by Pwnecake. They are aware he is here south of objective at the rock. He's now moving back south.
Beefy's getting aggravated by the drone and decided to shoot it down. Pwnecake might be able to take down Noman here in a minute. He's at the tank and he's being pretty aggressive. Sickness taken down. A very vague call out from Sickness or something like that.
Pwnecake tossing out a smoke on Noman's position. He's really going to give himself better spots when it doesn't matter. Birds is going to take Pwnecake down. Sickness is already down. All he can do is give information to his team. Blaze is in a good spot here. They are 4v2 here at 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, I expect to see them start pushing from the south. We already see the smoke on the objective. There goes Noman, taken down by Beefy at the burning building. Not sure why he pushed in from the north there. Here they go, two going on the objective. They probably won't expect Beefy looking through the gap in the fence, but he's going to take them down if they're not careful. There goes Birds, taking down Beefy as well. Ralzo's the only one left pushing this close.
Oh, and he gets him. Cryocell takes down Honey Half, and Blaze take the round. They're up 3-1 on Quarantine.
My prediction instantly shattered here. This is unbelievable. The second I predicted, it's ruined. It goes exactly how I didn't expect it. This is definitely a curse, Sleepy.
It is, I think.
Now they have the nice defense with a good objective as well on the far eastern side. I think they're going to take this 4-1. Saying that, it's going to be a 3-4 again, isn't it?
Yeah, if what we believe is true holds true, we have just given the caster's curse, and Blaze will now lose this map 4-3. But no, yeah, it's very possible. It depends on their defense here at this East Marsoc building, Marsoc 1 East building, whatever you call it. It's going to be a pretty easy one to defend against a cap or a full-on attack, but we'll see. SMC known to be able to get in close on this objective, so it's all possible.
Absolutely. But I'm curious to see how Blaze is going to set up their defense here. Are they going to be doing a very conservative one or an aggressive one? I think they can get away with either at this point, considering the fact that they are 2 points up. But they're laughing a lot. They're happy with this.
I would be happy with this. They have put up a good fight against SMC. SMC is a strong team. They've got a lot of their strongest players out tonight.
Yeah, they're even going to be one of the teams going to OC5. So if you're playing this well against a team going to a $60,000 tournament, you've got to be feeling pretty happy about yourself. Prefontaine tried to cross South Road, but it didn't work out. He's down by Honey. But this is really aggressive from Rhodes and Noman here. What's going on with these people? They're pushing up to the north. I'm not actually focusing too much on it. There goes Pwnecake, taken down by Noman, likely to see that refrag come out from Sota though.
Yeah, it's very possible. He knows he's there. Noman's charging at him. Captain Sota takes down Noman like it's nothing to him and rotates back up onto the roof to give his team coverage.
Very good. I'm not sure if Verds are going to be looking for the refrag though. He could probably get it if he goes around far north, but it looks like he's going to be hanging back around the rock instead. Which is not the best decision now that they're 2 players down. Getting that refag and evening it up would be way better. He's relatively risk-free, but again, bird's eye perspective, we know there's nobody else pushing from the north.
However, Blaze is now down to their last 3 on this objective. This is a very kind of oddball approach to defense when you're left with 3 men versus 4 on this kind of objective. This is an important one for them. They can clench the map here, but at the same time, I guess they can have a little bit more fun because they can afford to give up a point. Yeah,
though as much as they don't want to, but I think a big issue with Blaze's defense here is the fact that they had 1 smoke on South Street to get Prefontaine across, and they just got railed from, I believe it was Honeyhalf shooting from the South Street. If they popped 2 or 3 and sent 2 people south, that would have massively solidified their defense, considering south is almost always where they attack from.
Our side.
Beefy with a nice flash. Cryocell not fooled. He takes Beefy down, but he doesn't go for the double tap. Oh, that might be the double tap right there. Nope, just another flash.
Like maybe we'll see Sickness with that smoke and revive, yeah. Oh, I see a nade from Cryocell though.
Probably crossing south.
He's unpinned it.
I heard the mighty bolt action in the north. Cryocell picks up Beefy and goes ahead and confirms that. Verds is going to pick off Soda.
Yeah, the fact that they cleared Sota off that north roof is a huge boon for them. Now it's even up to a nice, well, less than even, 3-2. SMC Tactical is definitely not in a good way now. All members in the south, and they're ready for this. Blaze is ready. And he's going to come around this far, kind of southeast side rather. That'll be incredibly good, because he'll be able to get vision on pretty much everywhere over the objective. Might be able to take down Nalco if he peeks out, and he will definitely be able to see Verds stomping about behind cement trucks.
Cryocell's checking south. Sickness stopped in here. Crashed building.
Crashed building, that's an interesting call out, Sleepy.
I don't know. This is my 3rd cast today.
I'm
running out of juice for the call outs.
I've had a match as well, it's even worse. But what? Speaking of crashes, what happened to the plane here? There's an engine here, there's an engine back there, the cockpit's all the way over there. What happened?
Yeah. This is a conspiracy theory type airplane crash, because you got way too many parts for the number of planes that are supposed to have crashed here.
Good point, yeah. It was placed here, that's why it's under quarantine. Quarantine with some very big quotation marks.
It's a quarantine.
Looks like Sickness is going to be pushing in now. It's going to be smoking up the objective. I was surprised he didn't nade it. He doesn't actually have a nade, which is even worse, I think. Throwing one onto Cryocell position will be huge.
Cryocell taking a peek-a-rooney around the corner. No sight on Sickness, though. Sickness standing in close. You know, he's no fool, though. He's not just going to move in on this. I think his partner, Honeyhalf, is a little too far back, and Cryos picks up Sickness right on the objective, and he's down and out. It is just Honeyhalf left. I think Cryo also saw him and is now going to push on him hard.
Yeah, you said this would be a little bit of a foolish decision or something along those lines. One thing I'm disturbed by is the fact that Blaze still has one guy in the north. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, no.
He's in a weird
Naoko has not happened. Has not rotated off that northern hotel, but he's the one with the scope.
Oh, of course, yeah, the bolt action.
He needs to stay as protected as possible, but Cryocell not going to crash in as hard as I believe.
This is really bad. They're pushing south with 40 seconds left. That could have gone really bad, but it doesn't matter. Vert picks up Honeyhalf, but still, really bad decision pushing south when you could easily defend it. It scares me. I don't like to see that.
It's round 6.
Yes, it was. No, that was round 5 we just played. Blaze are going to be picking up Quarantine 4-1. A nice clean victory for them compared to how Cargo and Suburbia went. Especially Cargo, 4-0. Ouch. That's going to leave that total score to 9-7. I think that was a really good match. We saw some good plays coming out of SMC and Blaze both. Some amazing nades. What do you think, Sleepy?
Yeah, that was great. Blaze playing really hard. I don't think SMC was going to expect that kind of a fight out from them, but they did really well on Suburbia, going back and forth with SMC. They faltered a bit on Cargo, but they came out and they showed that they are not to be, undertaken.
Underestimated.
There we go.
Yeah. Anyway, that will be the final round and map of this series. SMC Tacticals are going to be winning it 9-7, a very close one in the kind of wide angle of the total match score. But that's going to be it from me and Sleepy. Caution, everyone.
Yep. Good night, everyone.